Let's start getting it out now. Hello, everybody. This is Maniac for Bricks. Day 3 of a fever, sore throat combo thing. Um, all the regular stuff I mentioned in yesterday's video briefly, but I still have a voice, and I'm gonna use it, sort of. Well, as best as I can without training. We got our Philly BrickFest haul for you today. I thought this would be better to share as a live stream because I'm already, wow, I can't believe already 3 people joined. That's insane. I figured it would be better to do it as a live stream because I'm gonna ramble, and doing it as a recorded video, my phone's gonna be like, "See ya, I'm not gonna record anymore," and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I gotta do it all over again," like I usually do. So, Kevin Hinkle, Our Toy World, and Trenton Vargas, nice to see you all here. You guys also can ask any questions about the weekend or about how I set up things for the weekend, what I brought or what I did. And I'll be happy to answer them. And obviously, read the person who's like, "Is that Joey?" Wow, a couple of comments in, and Vision Bricks is the first one to say it. Yep, it's Joey. And I'm actually happy with that photo, how it turned out, because I didn't see it until about yesterday or so, maybe. I'm happy how that photo turned out to have it look like the original thing. Happy to be included. Absolutely. Is that there? It is. Jinblade 8304. Nice to see you here as well. I'm not a kangaroo, by the way. Still confirmed. Not a kangaroo. Just a quick thing. Throughout the live stream, I apologize. I may be coughing a bit and blowing my nose and having a drink because I'm thirsty. And yeah. Anywho, that was unnecessary. Anywho, I don't know exactly what things to start with. I do feel like I might miss a few things because some things shuffled between bags or boxes. Hopefully I didn't miss everything, but we'll see. No, yeah. I mean, that's what the doctors tell me, but I'll have to go back for verification. I'll have to go back to Melbourne, which is in Australia, where kangaroos are found. Because that's the joke. I don't know. Clearly, we haven't gone that far in, and the silliness has begun, and let's keep it going. We're going to start things off with the Philly BrickFest swag. Honestly, I love the theme this year. I love how not only it was a movie theme, like a classic movie theme, but also just how they did it into everything. The Rockies were based on Oscars because they were yellow. The categories had like a drapery behind them, and it was like an awards ceremony. I like that. Having special guests there. Yes, P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. The bag itself and the t-shirt also having like the MGM Studios kind of vibe, I don't think he roars. Not that I know of. And also a couple of the goodies that came with it. Everybody got a clapperboard for their name tag, which was pretty cool and custom made, which I thought was kind of interesting when I saw it up close. I saw some people wearing it, and I was like, I should try mine out. I did add a few of them onto my brick badge, which I did update for the event. I think it still could use some more. Jigglepuff, nice to see you here. Your dad's not going to be on the stream this time. It's just me here. And occasionally you may hear the birds from upstairs. But yeah, that was funny. Every time I did a stream during the weekend, your dad would be sitting somewhere in front of me, and you'd have this exchange. It was all good. So I updated my name tag. It did have a couple more things underneath it. I'm not sure where they went. Hopefully they're still here and not left at the convention. But Garden Slug, that was a new one. Philly BrickFest 2019, that's a new one. Most of them were done like that because it's like a chalkboard for clapperboard style thing. I told you I was rambling. I haven't lost anyone yet. I do like that the program is done as a playbill. Again, the aesthetic and the theming, really well done. Like, compared to any of the Philly BrickFests I've been to before, 2016 and beyond, really well done. I love it. Which basically is just a schedule and a layout of the entire area. Independent displayers. BrickTube, TubeLug YouTubers. They have gone through so many names. Like the past 2 years. Maniac for Tangents, obviously. So yeah, it's just categorized as those 3 things. Penlug, Garden Slug, that's where I was situated. In this little wedge. I was from my corner, I was seeing where the YouTubers were, and I was like, near, far, wherever you... I can't... This is how bad of a sore throat I have. I can't even sing poorly at my best. Anywho, you know, cover, nice. 25th and 28th, so you don't have any 22th like last year, which I thought was fun. Greetings, friends. Can perfect strangers become family because of a single common interest? Yeah. Is it really possible to only have a handful of in-person interactions to call someone you best friend? I meant your. Okay. Yeah, Rip. Have people really driven thousands of miles, crossed oceans, and planned their entire year around this 1 week? Of course, the answer is yes. It's why you are here this year, and it's why you'll be back for PPF 2020. While it is our enthusiasm, our fandom, our addiction to LEGO that puts us all on this journey to Philly BrickFest, it's the belonging, it's the friendships, and it's the camaraderie that brings us back year after year. This event, these 4 days are yours. Cherish them, embrace every moment. Create stories and memories that will live for the ages. You are a member of the most unique groups of LEGO fans on the planet. You are Philly BrickFest. Stay creative. Chad Collins. That sums it up pretty well. That was very well written, except for that one typo up there. But yeah, I digress again. When talking with people from Garden Slug, most of them, this was their first time being at Philly BrickFest. I think only a handful, including myself, have been there before. But for most of them, it was the first time displaying. And they really liked the experience. They liked a lot of what was put into the program and was offered in between exhibition days. Apparently, they had a little issue with the tennis balls. I don't know exactly what that was. I only saw people carrying them. But I guess there was like a nervousness of people bouncing them into mocks, which is fair. It's a fair thing to be paranoid about. Hashtag maniac for typos. Absolutely. You can't say one word without a typo. Let's see. We got Abby Dabble's A Fall Only raffle. I completely missed out. I did not. This is literally the first time I'm opening this. Whoops. Kind of missed that. $5, 50 off any purchase. There's a couple other coupons in here, sponsored by some of the vendors. Bird Bricks, how's it going? I just saw you on Instagram. Nice. I didn't sat without. I said about. I'm confused. Chin Blade, you did your job. I am confused. Oh. There's a menu for PJs. I went there and I didn't really know it was on the menu until I went in there, but okay. I've never been into one until now. I have been to Cheeseburger a couple times. I do still miss trying to do the cheeseburger tradition that you guys do every year, though, because that was cool. Like, I've been there maybe like several years ago and never been back. There are only like 2 or 3 I know of in New Jersey, and they're pretty far from where I live. So there's that. Probably should have used more of that during the weekend. Aqua. Well, I have it here for the live stream. So, yay. Bravo. I still have drinks with me. Some of you may have known I had like a whole box of Capri Suns because I'm a kid at heart. That's how it happens. You have obviously the event staff lanyard. I did not have it autographed by anyone, but oh well. I didn't really think about that, but I did see people doing it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Not bad. Oh, yeah. Some of the parts I still have in here from the name tag, the clapperboard. A couple snacks. Looks like fruit snacks. It's Twix. The only candy bar with a cookie crunch. I could use one of those anytime. Oh, wait. There's 2 of them. All right. Well, finally down to the bottom of the bag with the swag of the best. Well, I technically have 2 of them, but we'll talk about it in just a sec. We got the shirt. We got the event shirt. So now I can wear this every other day. Brick Wiz, how's it going? Nice to see you here, Matt. I got to catch up on your videos because I did see some cool stuff during the weekend. I kept getting notifications all over the place, and I was like, oh, yeah, I got to put everything on the watch later. So, yeah, we got the cool shirt to match with the other theming, which is good. Yeah, for those who don't know, every other day since Philly BrickFest ended, like Monday, now Wednesday, I accidentally have worn a Philly BrickFest shirt from the past. I don't know why, but now I feel like that I should just keep it going. I wish I got a picture from Monday though. It was like a blue shirt, had the bell on the front, and I think it was from 2017, I think. And then this one is from 2016. So the promo that they give for this year with genuine Lego parts, which I will do a separate video about these, they actually did special, where you had a 1 in 4 chance of what prize or of which promo you would get. These are all custom made. They're intended to be reminiscent of the mascot BrickBot. Last year it was a superhero theme that they did, which was also pretty well done with a lot of different things here and there. And they had, I think it was like Superman, like first comic kind of pose with like the car, going into the ground, but it was BrickBot as Superman. This time, because it was a movie theme, especially in a classic movie theme, they had several different ones. There was a King Kong version. There was, I can't remember what the other one is, but I have with me, the one I got was Yellow Brick Road, based on Wizard of Oz. And from Brian Saviano, he didn't want his from the swag pack. He said he got Bricking in the Rain, which is singing in the rain. He looked at his before I looked at mine, like the first night or so. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I remember that movie. And he's like, do you want it? And I'm like, well, we'll trade it depending on what I find, but I'll let you know later. And then I let him know later, and he didn't get back to me. But he was like, nah, it's fine. So now I have 2 of them. 2 of the 4. King Kong, or Brick Kong, I believe it was called, was another one. And I don't remember what the last one was. I know that Kelly and Bubba have all 4 of them now. Indiana Jones, thank you. It's probably like Raiders of the Lost Brick or something as the brick-related title. But yeah, I will build each of these and do a separate video about them. I don't remember if I did that for the other one, which I know is floating around here. I don't know if I did a video of that, but maybe I will. And then I'll have a video about these. Bringing in the Brain, just built it, not too bad. I haven't seen this movie in a long time, but I remember I used to watch this movie all the time when I was babysat by my grandparents, especially my grandpa. He loved that movie. It was very fun, and I'd see it again. So there's that. Moving on, I got more T-shirts than just the one in the swag pack. This was from the $5 T-shirts table and Bricks on the Dollar. And while Kevin is here, you have permission, obviously, to throw in the little thingy about. I didn't even notice it said it till now. Joey. Little tiny. Joey. Hey, it's your shirt. Come pick it up. Brick Blaze and Brick TV, nice to see you. Did you hear about BFAB? Yes, I talked with him quite a bit while I was at Philly BrickFest. Is that Joey? Yeah, it is. So the first T-shirt I have here is from Kevin Hinkle and Bricks on the Dollar. A new Kevin has been discovered. Again, the sick sound of my voice is really not going to help here in trying to do the impersonation. But it is based on Rock Raiders. It's awesome. I like it. It's a nice brown shirt. It has the, like a large exclamation point out of the Rock Raider symbol and like the layers of rock. Got the text on the side, unique way. And it's from the AFOL shirt subscription. AFOL T-shirt subscription, something like that. Kevin, you do the deets. Put in the doobly-doo. Well, that was the word. Definite 1.0. Nice to see you here. So outside of that, these are from the $5 table of T-shirts, because I was like, I missed a couple of those from the Brick Swag boxes when they had like the monthly subscription boxes. And just from previous BrickFests, whether or not I attended them, I just thought, well, this would be a good opportunity to get a couple of them. It was kind of hard to find a whole bunch of them because the adult larges weren't all adult larges. They mixed in like the youth larges into that category of what I was looking for. And it was kind of hard to separate all that stuff because I definitely want to come home with a few more shirts if that was a little better organized. Then again, it was like Sunday right before closing. So I'm sure a lot of those were taken, or just because everybody was going through shirts, just scrambled on its own. So there's that. Midnight Cat Bricks, nice to see you here. All right, so starting things off. we got to get Bricked a lot in the room. I should have got him. You know what? If Bricked a lot is an adult large, I should just send this to him because I haven't worn it yet. Just fresh out of the bag. Yo! It's Yo. I remember this from the first BrickFest I went to in either 2013 or 14. Wow, my memory's not that good. It wasn't a Philly BrickFest, it was just a BrickFest live thing. But I do remember this design. I remember meeting TMX Brick Notes there. He and several other people were wearing this, so that was cool. So yeah, I honestly don't know, but I think that would be funny if I could send this along to Bricked a Lot, which we'll mention a little later in the video as well for reasons. What else we got here? Sorry, I think I missed something. We got a Brick by Brick. Nice to see you in the chat. Baphonet AJ. Is that not the same as Baphonet 1.0? I'm confused. All we need is to make that shirt orange. And there you go. Or I'll have to, I don't know, make up something with it. Okay, so there's 2 Baphonets. Okay. This was technically an adult medium, but it may just work with me. Also, I just like the design of it because I haven't seen it that much. And there was only one of it left when I picked it up. It's like the evolution of BrickBot. There's a 2x4, no, the 2x3 brick, then a mini, then the brickhead, then the buildable one. The buildable one, I think they gave out 2 years ago, which I thought was cool. This one I think is neat. Eventually, maybe I'll build them on my own. I should do one of... I don't know, do they still have a BrickBot competition? Because I know they used to. And if so, maybe I'll throw up my hat in the ring. I do want to try the snail, best mollusk. I've known Casey for several years and should have already... I've had ideas. It's just a matter of actually getting around to them. After this convention, I still have a boatload of ideas that are from like a year ago that I haven't even started yet. I don't know what Kevin is saying yes to, but thank you. Yes. Thank you. This one I thought was pretty cool from the Brick Swag or Brick Builders Club. The subscription box. Islanders theme. And a nice yellow. I think I already have a couple of yellow Lego related shirts, but hey, that's not bad. It's pretty good. Pretty clear. The rest of these things were free. Yeah, they just had them sitting by the counter. They're all just paper products and a couple of cards in here that were previously, again, in Brick Builder Clubs. Oh, they do still. Okay. I forgot about that in the awards. And I'm the one live streaming it. Whoops. So these are all from previous Brick Builders Clubs. They had like these mini posters, which is like a quarter of the poster, I think. They had all these programs that usually go inside of them. Oh, no problem. Have a good one. You can always catch up on this later. It'll still be on the channel. Let's see. Oh, yeah. There's a couple more cards in here. There's a sticker in here, which, okay. That kind of reminds me of Rampage. Like the old video game Rampage. Might have been the idea there. Couple more kind of trading card looking things. It's weird because it's not like any of them have a randomness in those packs. If I remember correctly, when they did Brick Swag or Brick Builders Club or whatever it was, they were the same cards everyone in the same cycle had, you know? It wasn't like one person had this card, one person had this one, and trading and whatnot. It wasn't as bad as the Lego Movie 2 ones, and they predated them. Huh. Go figure. Hashtag do better. Yeah, Rampage. I haven't played that game in a while. I think the last time I played anything remotely close to Rampage was Lego Dimensions, which we'll talk about later in this video. Because that was basically part of the Midway arcade pack, like the event or whatever it's called, not team. It's like a level pack. Thank you. So there's a bunch more shirts on top of the one shirt for the event itself, which is good. Got a couple sig figs sitting next to me, which I think I'll talk about next. I did get a lot of business cards from people. Probably not everybody's, but eventually I'll do something. Doesn't Dimensions have Rampage? Yes. That's what I just mentioned. Midway Arcade level pack has a couple of different games in it, and they have a Lego-ized version of Rampage. And Blade, you look like you had a ton of fun with Scott and Clark and Lego Freak. Yep, absolutely. I do have some footage from my perspective of playing with Scott and Clark, and dozens of pictures. I think Greg took most of those, so there was that as well. We'll talk about that later. Everything's like later in the video. This is like I can't spoil it now. By the way, I did see Infinity War. Had a great time with it. I thought it was really well done. Jeff's is good too. Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, as far as Infinity War, obviously no spoilers, or you might not be allowed to comment, or I might have to rework the comments or something like that. Can we see Maniac get 4,000 this year? I'd like to see that. Infinity War, yeah, no problem. Talk about that because that's over a year old. I'm going to see Endgame again tonight with some people in my family who are like, "Hey, that movie's out, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Well, now we got it." Am I? Wait, did I say I saw Infinity War? You guys caught me. You know what I meant to say. All right. This isn't the kind of laughing where I'm going to stop breathing or anything, Kevin. Anywho, we should go on with you guys. Right. If he gets in, we'll shave my head bald. You don't have to shave your head. I wish I could shave my head. I don't know if I can do that. Whether or not I have someone do it with me. I'm like, I mean, I do wear a hat a lot, so I guess I wouldn't really notice a difference. Blink if you need an ambulance. Not yet. Maybe later, but not yet. I got the Lego hospital sitting right there. I don't have to go far, except it might be hard to get a room. Yeah, Endgame was great. Don't spoil about Endgame. All right, now we got that covered. Maniac for tangents. Probably a couple business cards to be floating around. I don't have a specific place where all of them went, but here we have one from Robbie Blocks. He has some really nice displays. I really liked the Christine that he made. Like, as a car model, that was not only accurate, but functional. I really like the bench seats that were done in there, and you could actually fold them down so you could actually use it, like, practically for like extra storage or whatever, or reclining. That's even if something is a model, if a mock is just meant to just sit there, I do like if it has a little function to it, to go along with the form. All right, see you later, Ginblade. I did get your business card, obviously, and I did get the sticker from Ginblade, which had a pseudo old, new, I don't know what you want to call it, Maniac for Bricks logo. It was like supposed to look like the GameCube logo with M4B or M4B. I'll show it later if I can find it. Sig Figs. Here we go. We got Sparks and we got Kevin. Never in the same room at the same time. Ooh, that's like they're not the same person. I don't know. And some of the bricks I've already attached onto the brick badge previously. Where they are now, probably in another bag. Hopefully another bag. But they will be added into Studside Heights and or the Lego Store mock, which, by the way, the Lego Store mock obviously was finished before the weekend. I do think there could be some additions to it, but I'll talk about that more in a video when I make that. When I get a better voice, I definitely want to do that video. I have a couple ideas for presenting it, which I think will be a lot of fun, a little more skit-like. I think it'll be really cool, even though I would say in the video, I could add more to this, but it would be a good way of introducing it. And sometime on Flickr, I will post the photos I have from the pop-up workshop. I think it's long enough that I could share those kinds of photos and not have any repercussions for it. So, yeah, all good there. Sig Figs. I know there was more Sig Figs. Another bag right here. Oh, here we go. Well, this is the bag of accumulated Sig Figs. Good, like, 100, I believe. Actually, over 100. Even before last year, it was over 100. And I think some of these might or might not be missing hair pieces. But we do have here JBricks27, a fellow member from Garden Slug, had to stay for a day or so and offered me a sig fig. I traded him mine. He also had a brick to go with it where he signed it himself. That was cool. I believe this guy has a hairpiece, but I don't know where it is. I'm just checking. Lego Freak, nice to see you here. Probably a few other guys in here that are scrambled around. Did I plan on doing this in advance? No. Would it take forever for me to do this? Yeah. I'll do my best with it. I'm going to forget these names. I sincerely apologize. I'm trying to remember the names. When you have, like, may or may not be too many. Oh, here we go. So this was the autographed brick from Joe, a.k.a. JBricks27. Galligade, nice to see you here. Sorry I didn't mention you earlier. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of loose head pieces, hair pieces. I don't know whose goes with whose. But I will organize them later on into the city. We got Flores Bros. Nice to see you here. Doing the Philly haul. We just went through some of the Philly swag. We went through a bunch of T-shirts. And now I'm finding sig figs. May or may not be scrambled. If I forget anybody's throughout this video, then it will be updated in the Beachtown Studside Heights thing you see behind me in bright lights because can't brighten it. Trying to balance it, but I can't. But anywho, they will be fixed up for that video. There's a lot to go through. I brought the entire bag because I was going to put them into the Lego store, which I did see for a lot of them. Mostly the ones that were at the convention, or if I did trades at the convention. I forget the name of the person. I think he was with Lego Man 130, but I don't know if it was him. Who last year bought me a 2x4 red brick, and then this year bought me another 2x4 red brick. So there's that to acknowledge. And I also had fun putting it with Brickstar because rare red 2x4 brick. And these two I knew I got at the convention. This one on the left is missing a piece on top of him. Yo! It's Brick Attack. Wait. He says yo, but little does he know that I have a shirt that can scream, yo! I don't know if you saw that at the $5 shirt table, and I was like, well, now that I have this, I should send it to Brick a Lot. If my voice wasn't hoarse any time before, it is now. So I can't really do many of the woos or yos or I don't know what else we were yelling during the convention, but yeah, that. Was it as busy as last year? I felt like it was a little bit lighter, but not too bad. I do remember it being a little hard to pick up on Sunday, but it still worked out. Like, still a good attendance. I felt like enough people were walking around, do a lot of different things at the same time. Yeah, don't worry. I'll send it his way. No problem. We finally might get a Brick a Lot chest reveal. What? What are you talking about, Greg? I don't want to know. All right, see you later, Batfinite. The rest of the video will still be up on YouTube, as you know. Do we get to yard sale stuff now? I think we do. Because I don't know. Oh, wait. There's a couple of business cards. I don't know where any of them went. Clearly, I have myself organized. I can't move much from my seat, so I'm like, how do I do this without stepping over everything? Right in time, Scott's Toys. Hey, how's it going? So I picked this up actually from Brick Bunny's TV. I want to say maybe it was Sunday? I think it was Sunday. Yes. Kevin says 10K for overall attendance. I was walking by, I think, like Evan's Family Project or so, around that area on Sunday. And I was talking with one or two people, and they had some nice conversation here and there. I traded 6 figs with one person, or at least gave them mine. And then, we'll worry about mine later. Oh, MJ Bricks 1 gave me his motorcycle, which is sitting over in the town. I did that on Instagram. So there's that. Is that Joey live? Bubba Bricks! With a very hoarse voice. Yes, I am live. What was I saying? I was talking with one or two people, ran an errand or two, and I was hungry, and I was like, I gotta get to the food court to eat. But I didn't want to, I didn't want to brush off Big Bunny's TV I was talking to in that point. But I said, I probably should go get something. And they reached into a bag of candies and gave me a KitKat from Scott's Toys. So thank you, Scott, indirectly for the KitKat. That's why it's sitting around here. No problem there. Probably have that some. I said yesterday I was going to have that sometime soon, but then I didn't. Maybe I will now. I don't know. At this point, I might eat dinner before it, but whatever happens, happens. Do I want to talk about Trash Panda? Keep that sealed. It's a collector's item. Absolutely. Did you get to meet MJ Bricks and see face reveal? Yes. I didn't know at first that was MJ Bricks. He introduced himself as that, but we had a great conversation, and I didn't know he was into Bionicle that much. But we had a nice back and forth, and by back and forth, I mean me rambling. Nah, he was okay with it. But we had a good conversation about Bionicle, mentioning about how Brick Fair is full of Bionicle fans, talking a little bit about the different mocks that I had there. So it was pretty good. And snacking it forward. There it is. That's the idea. Pass it on to somebody else, except it might melt by that time. So hopefully not. Haley, nice to see you here. And possibly Sean. I don't know, maybe one or both. But hey, all good. Do I want to talk about Trash Panda before I get into the crazy amount of yard sale stuff? Not too crazy. I know Bubba Bricks has everyone beat for that, but still, there's quite a couple pickups that I was like, well, okay. So I'm Trash Panda because during the closing ceremonies, I was running back and forth trying to take care of a couple things, and I stopped by one or two garbage cans where there happened to be a couple of things in there. I thought, that's still clean and maybe a little bit bent or whatever, but it's reasonable. Like, you can still use it. We got a mini Unikitty poster, or should I say Ultra Catty poster. On the back of it actually was used from Evan's Family Project for a minifigure scavenger hunt, but hey, it's going to hang this way, no problem. And yes, it will be on the staircase right behind me. Right behind this camera. That's a bummer. Hope you feel better. I still had to go to school for every day this week, and I still have to go tomorrow, whether or not I get any. I've just been taking a couple Dayquils and antibiotics. Not much has really changed each day. I guess the one thing is, like, the first day, I was out. I was drowsy. I couldn't move that much, or like felt really weird moving. But now I'm a little bit better. I'm more active, but I still sound really hoarse and still got the other allergy symptoms going. Surprisingly, not yet. My eyes haven't been too irritated like they have been before, but hopefully it doesn't change. Brick Rookie, nice to see you here as well. So yeah, Trash Panda on Ultra Catty, Trash Panda on something we'll get into a little bit. Because I'm like, well, I should probably keep that stuff there for now. It may be moved around in the Lego room, but for now, I don't want to keep moving it in and out of frame. So where we? Oh, yeah. Oh, McDonald's. How to Joey? E-I-E-I-O. I'm just making weird sounds because I just realized one or two things here that I almost forgot about. Well, I got the mail from yesterday. We'll put that nicely into a binder. Two things here. BFAB, nice to see you. How's it going? So, as we start on the yard sale stuff, we also have something that I got courteously of a member of the community. You know what it is. Even if it's upside down, you know what it is. Pink Bucket Nation. And I've already added a Citizen Brick sticker onto it. So, we'll be good. So, starting things off. Yeah, if you guys can take care of that. All good. Perfect. Sick 'em, boys. And done. Immediately gone. Wow. That was good to pick up on because I'm not ready for that. I'm sorry, but I'm not ready for that. Oh, no. So, first yard sale item. This was something I saw somebody post in Philly Hype previously to Philly BrickFest, and I asked Bricked a lot. I was like, hey, I can find the Emerald Knight for you. And it's sealed in box. Here's the price of it. And the seller said they can hold it for me. So, yeah, should have known. And the seller said that they can hold it for me. You still interested? And he was like, yeah, okay. And, when you get it, let me know and we'll pick it up. When I wasn't at my table and didn't have much going on at the yard sale, because I tried to get a couple spring cleaning kind of sales go through. Just a couple items here and there to get rid of, nothing big. I was looking around a bit. I didn't really look as much, but I still wanted to see what else was out there. Maybe pick up something. I know it's kind of counteractive of like, well, you sold a bunch of stuff, now you bought a bunch of stuff. That's how it goes. I mean, other people have done the same, and I was trying to look for some things here and there out of curiosity. One thing I was definitely trying to look for was Emerald Knight. So not only did this one seller have it, I saw two sellers have it. I believe it was Brick Revolution, but he said that his was missing a couple things here and there, and he said he sells stuff to make room for new stuff. Absolutely. Well said. So Brick Revolution had a Emerald Knight. It was already open, built, but it was incomplete. And he recommended, even though he's a seller, he recommended going to another one that was used, rather incomplete, but a little bit better than his condition, and actually a better deal. So I picked up not another. I didn't get the sealed one. I talked to Bricked a lot, like on the phone. After once or twice calling someone by accident, I was like, oh wait, you're not Bricked a lot. Whoops. So the highly in demand plot. We'll get to that. So I did pick up an Emerald Knight. It is missing a couple parts here and there. I will take this apart, clean it, and inspect it to see what's missing. I know from the base of it, it's a couple things along the sides. The magnets on the sides here are missing, especially the plow in the front, which is more unique compared to the other couplings. I believe the passenger car is good, except for like one or two plates you can see on the side there. There is a conductor missing for this, but it's common parts. I can put that together. One God Tank, nice to see you. Excuse me. And we did also get the coal car, which does have the magnets. And so I have 3 magnets of the whole thing. And then it's, well, two, and then the unique one. But I'll go through the parts list and see what else needs to be there. I know some of the parts are kind of common, so I can fix them myself. $200 used, not a bad price. Bricked a lot, paid it forward, and I got the thing. So I will update him with that and send it back his way. And part of the papers I had in there was the parts list. So I'll go through that some point after the stream or before the weekend, probably. So, a few other things. Just a handful. It's got all the fun stuff. I heard about Epic Nerf. Yeah, as we were doing cleanup, well, actually, when I first got there, people were saying, like, do you need help bringing stuff in? And I was like, yeah, I probably will. And then some people were just kind of standing around because they didn't realize that I was actually getting stuff out for the convention. And the next thing I knew, Bricksmith took an entire Tupperware of Nerf Blasters in with him and didn't look back. He was just like, I'm doing what I'm doing. I don't know exactly what he said, but basically he's just like, don't question it. I'm just going. I'm like, all right, fine. A couple other people took a couple Nerf Blasters in, welcoming me, and I do have footage of that. All the while saying, I did not plan this. I am not a part of this. Later in the on Sunday night when we were cleaning up, as I was trying to get a couple things together, we got the Nerf Blasters out again, and a couple kids were playing with them back and forth. Kevin was also joining in here and there with it, and I said, "This I totally planned." I took one or two of them myself and was firing them at Kevin. It was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the Brickhead family because I know Nick had his camera with him, had it positioned so he could see all that action. Had it once or twice with his blaster, so hopefully that works well. I think that'll be fun. Coming on next year. Yeah, I mean, I just had them in the car. I wasn't really. I mean, a part of it was okay. I talked to one or two people about it. It might be fun to bring them in, but also I just had them because they're just easy to store. I had the better ones with me for the most part. We didn't even go through all of them. There were a bunch of motorized ones that I didn't throw batteries in all of them, and it was that would have been mayhem. That would have been way too much. Normal car items, absolutely, yeah. It was good entourage entrance. Yeah, everyone was just like, we're doing this now, and I'm like, okay. So that was a lot of fun. Totally, we'll be invited back. With that being said, the usual Nerf activities at Philly BrickFest, therefore the Blast-A-Fig, where you actually use the Nerf blaster they provide you, try to blast a figure off the wall for, I think it was 3 shots. I missed that entirely. I feel upset because it's like, well, I got 1 or 2 of these for that purpose. Not to use my own, but like to be used to it because it wasn't a blaster I already owned. And with the trunk filled with Nerf guns. Absolutely, Greg. You said it. And yeah, I kind of regret missing that. I didn't even get a chance to hit nothing because historically, I don't think I hit a minifigure once off the wall. The PPF Nerf War 1. That's a good way to put it in. Yeah, Bubba Bricks, I forgot to see that you left, but, you know, this stream will be on later. All good. Not saying I'll still be running, but, like, you know, it'll be on the channel to watch later. All right, next up, we got the Castle Cavalry from Lego Movie. I think it is missing a couple parts here and there, but for the most part, is complete. Don't remember exactly how much it was, but it was basic. I think it was like a trade. This, for the Bean There Donuts, that set that I had an extra one, and I was just like, I'll bring it to the yard sale. Basically traded those. So it was about $15, $17 value. It doesn't have Sharon Shoehorn, which is basically Mrs. Brick, which is Brittany Starshine, basically her sig fig. It doesn't have the micromanager. Those are fine. I still wanted the castle by itself. That's fine by me. I did want to get all the 3-in-1s, and that was the only one I've been missing for a long time. Well, at least if I go down on camera, you all get to see it. Let's hope not. Got that one a while back. Next. What else? What is Scott having? He's eating next to me, not paying attention. Oh, all right. I did get. This is every once in a while. There is a Lego set that I get to trying to complete a collection of Lego sets in a theme, and that one set. Just per chance, each time it's like the big Kahunda set. It's the biggest one of the wave, the most expensive one. Therefore, almost every time with those, it is a set that I have to get more than one copy of it to complete. So, Aqua Raiders, it was the Aqua Base Invasion. I got like 3 copies of the set at separate times, and with all of that, I was able to complete the set and have a lot of extra pieces. This one, it's the original Arctic wave from town before it became city, where it's the Arctic polar base. So I checked the parts, and it should be complete. It was $20. The stickers are actually applied the right way this time because I know the previous editions I had that weren't so great. And not only did I get that, I also got some extra set or 2 in here, so that works pretty well. For $20, that's pretty good. I got a couple of Bionicle sets, mostly because somebody was going to sell them in the yard sale, but didn't really have much luck with it. And they weren't expecting me to sell them. It was more like if you know people who are into Bionicle, which I do, then I hand them out. I didn't really find that many people during the weekend, but if you're a Bionicle fan and you're interested in one of these, just let me know. It's the Hero Pack, I believe it's called. 5002941 includes 2 masks. One of them looks like a spider. It has some stickers, a map, and a little booklet. It was a little promotion when they started Bionicle again in 2015. Kind of like a free with any purchase from the Lego website kind of thing. So these are all over the place. That's why somebody had 4 of them. I know myself, I have 2 or 3 of the masks from it. At least one of them is a complete poly bag. So I, you know, if I know anyone that's a Bionicle fan and interested in those, why not go for it? Maybe they'll be nice pieces to use. Pizza Lunchables. I have not had those in a long time. And you know what else I need to have again? Pizza bagels. You know, when pizza's on a bagel, you can have it anytime. I sound awful. Well, I usually sound awful, but thank you. That's okay. Self-diss. Is it your allergies or getting cold? It's my allergies. You should have had a waffle. I did have a waffle at the hotel. So I do have video of that, which will be in the big Philly BrickFest vlog, which I have to, I still have to get all the footage together and edit it. I don't know if it's 2 hours, but it's a lot. I did have a waffle at the hotel because it was like, oh, they just already have the mix made. Pour it to this amount, put it in there, beep, 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 and then you're done. So I just did like a time lapse of your waffle eating. That could be something. Yeah, in that I'll do a spoiler for that, unless that's on the same line as spoiler for Endgame. It's like, no, too soon. Let people watch it first. Basic premise of that, I actually said in the video, it wasn't even a 3-hour waffle. It was a 3-minute waffle. Like, it wasn't that good to me, and I don't even think I finished it when I ate it for breakfast. I think it was either Friday morning or Saturday morning. So I was like, whatever. Friday morning, I remember, because it was right after I got back from. It was after I got back from Endgame, like 1 o'clock, because the movie was at 10. It was like a 3-hour movie, so 1 o'clock. I was waiting outside my hotel. They locked the doors. Well, first I didn't know the right hotel, but I did a little back and forth. Half an hour later, I arrive at my right hotel because I went to the wrong location at first. I'm waiting outside in the rain, and they locked the doors at some point. And it's like, oh, well, you can get in if you have a key or if you ring the bell. There was no bell. I am telling you, I looked and there was no bell, or at least the bell was broken because I couldn't find anything to actually communicate with them. And I obviously didn't have a key because I didn't check into the hotel yet. So I had to look up the number of the hotel, call them on their, not rotary. I'm dating myself with rotary phone. On their landline phone, and like wave to them because they could see me from the lobby, and walk in and check in. I think I got into bed. That must have been close to 2 or 2:30 or something. But I do remember I was like, I fell asleep for a few hours, woke up. It was about 6 o'clock when they said breakfast would start. And then I had the waffle and a bagel or something then. Went back to bed, slept 2 hours, and I'm like, okay, now I'm ready for the day. A good like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. It basically happened all weekend and may or may not be contributing to this because my pollen allergies kicked in during the weekend. Like they're already kind of like settled here or there. But this weekend, bam, it just happens. And with that, I usually don't just get the regular symptoms of sneezing, running nose, sometimes a sore throat, trouble breathing because of congestion. Usually it comes with something else. So, when I was coming back, I had a low-grade fever on Monday, and I still had to come in for school. I still wrote up a doctor's note for work after going to like an urgent care or something like that, and got a few antibiotics just in case. But yeah, I've been trying to fight that off all this while, and even now. So there's that story. All right, see you later, Ginblade. I don't know where he's going though. To work on a few things. Was that boring? I guess it was that boring. Maybe it should be a slow-mo waffle eating episode. I didn't do video of me eating the waffle, but I probably could have. I probably could have like taken the foot if I had footage of me eating the waffle at the hotel, and then I could just slow it down to stretch it over a 3-hour span of time. Nobody would watch the entire thing. But there's that. What else we had? Did it take you 3 hours to eat? Oh, It doesn't count. Some people do speed builds. You do speed waffle. Yeah, there's that. I actually thought about having a waffle this morning, but I wasn't gonna have enough time for it. Obviously, we were a little sick too. I guess someone was sick there and spread it to us. I really hope I wasn't the one. I don't know. I only hugged a couple people, but I can't remember how many. Oh, I almost forgot. Something's sitting up here that I forgot to... Oh, it fell behind the counter. I'll go get it. I'll go get it. Special thank you to Butt Shop 2021, because on Sunday night, while we were at Buffalo Wild Wings having a dinner before people were leaving, before I left for that night, he asked if anybody had the banana guy. This was a Lego store promo, I believe, Lego Shop and Home promo, and I completely missed it. I wasn't sure what to get, and I didn't have my mind on it, but I was still interested in it. So I was happy to get that from him, and I will add that in with other banana-related minifigures. So he's in there. Nice and cool. Actually, he'll go great on the beach. He is a very tropical-looking guy. That'll work very well. What else we got? A convention with hundreds of kids. You're bound to get sick. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've heard of people getting sick after conventions. It doesn't happen for me that often, but it does happen. It is a thing that happens. There's so many people. Brick Studio, nice to see you here. Sorry, I got a sore throat and all that jazz we just talked about. Let's see, where was I going? Oh, okay. So next up, one of the things I want to complete, other than I want to complete the first wave of Arctic, as I showed before with the polar bear or the polar base, which I'm still a couple sets off from completing that. Technically, I think Ginblade got one of those sets, which I'm like, oh, okay. I forgot if I had it. And I was like, all right, no problem. But more importantly to me, I want to complete Pharaohs Quest, which was an Egyptian theme, short-lived, too short-lived in my opinion, and I got another one of the sets for it. This and the box. This is a Flying Mummy Attack 7307. That means at this point, I only have one more Pharaohs Quest set to get of like regular release sets. I'm not going to count the battle pack where it has like a couple mummies and accessories. I'm not going to count the coin bank. Yes, they had a coin bank. A couple times they had coin banks for Lego themes. I don't know why this one. But it's basically a Sphinx set that I would still need to get to complete this. But this wasn't that much. On the back of it, it says, End Skeleton Figures, $3. I actually remember the price of this one individually. This was in a lot of other things that added close to $150. But basically equated out to $20 a set, which isn't bad. This originally came out for $20 in 2011? Yeah, 2011. All right, I'll see you soon. Check out my channel. I have a Lego City making... Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I will definitely talk more about my Lego City at some point once it's actually together, because there's a lot of stuff all around. In case you're wondering, guys, I think it's shown up a few times in the video. That box, it's not a mistake. It's supposed to be up there just to block the window, so try to like balance light a little bit better. Doesn't always work. I need better idea how to do that. Normally, what I would do in this case. Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Got your food.
Oh, okay, thanks.
I got a calzone and mac and cheese bites.
Oh, sounds good.
And you're going to the movies in less than an hour.
You're right, yeah.
You could eat.
I could eat. I could eat. Normally what I would do is turn off most of these lights and just have the one sitting above the desktop where I'm sitting. But even that gets a little bit iffy as far as the lighting here goes. So, and I was lazy, so I'm not doing it now. Another Lego theme I'm trying to complete is, well, actually, this one I'm not trying to complete. But this was like, well, if I want to get more Ultra Agent sets, this is definitely one of the ones I want to get. I am disappointed that I broke apart the Ocean HQ from a long time ago, from 2015. I would love to have that thing back together. And thank you about the lighting, because I couldn't tell if on camera, if you guys are like, that's too bright, that's too low. Anywho, without figures in this one, this is 70162, the Inferno Interception. I love the look of the set. It's basically a Tron bike before they made the Tron bike set, but it has 3 wheels. And a couple of functions here and there. I'm happy with the box also being with it. Didn't like it as much as the other Agent scenes, but I still thought it had some merit. I have another one of the sets around here too. I'm still trying to complete the brick bank. It's hard to build to do. Yeah, it could be a long build. Looks very bright. We can see you better. Thank you. Again, I couldn't tell just from the selfie cam how it was doing. So this one, not too bad. And again, this was about in the same lot, so think $20 for this without the figures. That's still a good price. Originally, in 2015, this came out for about $30. So without the figures, that's not bad. And I have these figures already, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't know if it has all the accessories with the second figure here. I'll check that later. Probably on another live stream where I'll do some building, because this is all basically going into the backlog right now. On top of the backlog I already have, Destiny's Bounty from Ninjago Movie is one of the big items in the backlog currently. I'm overdue for doing a video about the backlog. I recorded one, and then it's like, well, Philly BrickFest just happened, so do I make a new one now and make it just a May update? I don't know. So, because I haven't really built anything in all that time between March and April. And I still haven't found all the pieces to the SCS Sandcrawler or the Futuron monorail. A few other sets that I hadn't complete. I still wanted to build them. So there's that. Another theme I wanted to complete was Mars Mission. That's an undertaking. So is Fantasy Castle from around the same time. There was a seller that I'm still going through this lot. They had a couple of Fantasy Castle sets and even a Viking boat. And I was like, yeah, throw it in. And they basically were going to tally it up, take a little bit off at the end, and then give me a total. And I was like, okay, I can't do that. So let me take out the Viking boat, unfortunately. Take out so 1 or 2 Fantasy Castle sets. Of all the castle themes, Fantasy Castle, or Fantasy Era Castle, I believe it's called, it's the one with the trolls and the dwarves. I love that one. That is honestly my favorite. But I did get a couple of Mars Mission sets, which I'm looking forward to doing at some time. Not a review, just building them. This first one is 7645. This is compatible with power functions, if I understand correctly. This one has instructions in there to motorize this, so you can actually move it around on its own. So I'm excited about that. Trying that out. This one I've wanted for a very long time, even if I didn't get the other Mars Mission sets. And again, think that this is in the same lot where basically every set is $20. This is pretty good. Even if it doesn't have the minifigs, which are pretty much generic, and I probably have them already. This used to be a $50 set. And there's a big batch of pieces for $20. This one used to be a $30 set. It doesn't have the figures from what I recall, which is a little bit disappointing because it does have a semi-exclusive Commander alien in there. And I think one of the other sets does, but whatever. But still, for $20, this is a nice combo set where this one, I know the name, ETX Alien Infiltrator. It's 7646. It's a transforming alien ship. This works like a TIE fighter. Think of it like that. Where it flies and has mostly horizontal wings, but then you could turn the wings sideways and it could like stand up and pivot like a robot. Then you have a smaller mining robot down here. It looks really small compared to the other thing just because of distance, but it should be a decent size. Let's see here. Up next, another in the $20 set range, or $20 of, bulk lot thing. 7647, I don't remember the name of this one, but still a decent model for all those pieces inside of there. Regular minifigs, no problem about that. This one, I think that one used to be a $20 set, maybe $30. I don't know if any of the Mars Mission sets really went up in value, but it is nice to find them. Did you get the Garage Corner Expert set? Nope. I have not owned a modular yet. unless you count Ninjago City, which I currently don't own, rip. And I have a Lepin pet shop, which I've intentionally destroyed. I mean, the pieces are still fine, but like I built it and then I shot a Nerf blaster at it. So there's that. Welcome back, Brick Rookie. There's some nice garage sale used sets. Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be a big table. I'm gonna have to put these on a big table to get it all together for a video. You got lots of stuff. I'm not even going to ask how much spent there. So a lot of the sets I'm going through now, from like the Mars Mission, Ultra Agents, Pharaohs Quest, and Student Fantasy Castle, those were all in a lot, basically. I just, grouped together a bunch of sets. They gave me a price for it, and it came out to about $20 per set, which isn't bad. That's why I keep mentioning that. This originally used to be a $50 set when it first came out, and all the minifigures were generic. I have them, no problem. But this is honestly pretty good. Okie doke. And it's a drop ship. And yeah, I will have to go for dinner soon. Maybe I didn't get the Fantasy Castle sets. Either that, or they're stuck in the car, or some other box. But I could have sworn I had a Troll Battle Wagon. But I could be wrong. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, I did miss a portion of the polar base. I'm sure if any of the other ones I missed on the video turned up, they will come on video or post on Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff later. This is the big kahuna, and probably one of the last things we'll talk about in the video. This is a big kahuna from Mars Mission, probably one of the largest sets, and I don't know how I'm going to display this. Actually, I don't have intentions of displaying it because I did Mars Mission display before. This by itself is scary for me to put back on a shelf. And basically, I'm getting all these sets together because I want to try the entire theme at once, reviewing it. Because I've only done a little bit of each set. I've done a display with it. I'm like, you know what? Let me try everything. I have also everything from Life on Mars. So I want to try to do a comparison between those two with similar premise of Martian-related space themes. Again, generic figures of this one, from what I recall, it is 7699. It's massive. And you want to know how massive? These are the tires. These are the tires. And not just like 2 of them, like 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 tires. Incredible. And scary. I have no idea where I'm going to put that. Luckily for now, I don't have to worry about building any of these sets because I have a lot of cleaning to do. Hopefully that will clear up some space so I can actually put them somewhere. The review space, the studio area that I would have with like a white backdrop, needs cleaning on its own. So there's that. And again, this is basically $20. That's pretty good. The review space, well, the idea of me reviewing is not really consistent, but I think Maniac might have you beat. Yeah, I don't know. I did see Scott's Epic Haul, and I thought there were some really cool items in there. I definitely like the idea of the treehouse getting a huger build. Bricked a lot, back in the room. So, bricked a lot. I have to ask if you're an adult large, and I'm not saying that because I'm judging you, but yo! I want to send that to you. It's just perfect. Fighting a lawnmower, nice. If I was really tired, I would fight a lawnmower. So yeah, if you're interested, I'll send that with the Emerald Knight. I'm not going to send the Emerald Knight right away, but I will try to go over it just to make sure the parts are clean. And the yeah, definitely, absolutely needs to be an official shirt. I will go over the Emerald Knight hopefully before the weekend. It's an adult medium-ish, so adult large will be fine. I'm basically the same way, where adult medium sometimes fits me well, and adult large might be too big, or adult large is comfortable. So, yeah, I totally know what you mean, and I think that'll be great for you. So I will happily. That's true. They do shrink, so that's a possibility. Thought of you when I saw it, but didn't know what size to get. Yeah. So yeah, I will send that out with the Emerald Knight. Basically, I'm just gonna tear apart the Emerald Knight. I have a parts list, so I can check what's missing from it, replace it if I have it available. I think the hardest things in here would be the magnets and the plow on the front. But other than that, it should be good. I don't know as far as the compatibility if it needs extra parts, because I know that there's a thing. Yeah, there you go. I'll wear it on video. Absolutely. Just make sure you don't change shirts on video. We don't need to see that. Hey, I've changed shirts, but I would like walk off camera first. So, I know that you can add power functions to the Emerald Knight. I just don't know if that requires extra pieces that are or are not included. Is BFAB actually here? Or is it the fake one? I'm confused. All right. We're almost done here. So the Pink Bucket Nation, it's getting a little bit of swag right now. But one thing I'm really excited for, to add swag to it, and if people want this too on theirs, let me know and I will make the appropriate copies for it. Galador stickers, yeah. So what I'm basically going to do, because I want to keep this nice and clean, I'm going to scan this. I'm going to print it onto sticker paper and then use those copies, like I did on the Lego Duplo truck, and put them on, which you'll see about in a later video if you missed that. I also won a prize or so at the Lego Discovery Center. There's a Pick-a-Brick cup. I filled it with parts I needed for the Legoland the Lego pop-up workshop, just to top it off. There was, I think, a Mixels. I don't know where exactly it went, and a cat lady from the CMF Series 18. That's all I remember for now. I'm sure there are plenty of other things that I was missing here and there. I know there's a couple of the sig figs. Brick Blaze, I did get his sig fig this weekend as well. A couple business cards here and there. I will work on the video whenever I can. But now I got to eat, and then I got to end game. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, everybody. If you have any other questions, let me know on the social medias and the doobly-doo. And